feeling. Everything's going my way. Hi, Anna.
Scare me to death. What are you doing around here?
Come and sing to me. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
If I wasn't an old woman, and if you wasn't so young and smart-alecky, why I'd marry you and get you to sit around and down and sing to me.
No, you wouldn't either, 'cause I wouldn't marry you. None of your kinfolks if I could help it.
None of my kinfolks, huh?
And you can tell them that. All of them, including that niece of yours, Miss Lori Williams. And Elder, if I was to ask you where Lori was at, where would you tell me she was at?
I wouldn't tell you at all. For as far as I can make out, Lori ain't paying you no heed.
So, she don't take to me much, huh? Where did you get such a nuckety niece that would take no heed to me? Who's the best bronc-buster in this here territory?
You, I bet.
And the best bulldogger in 17 counties. Me, that's who. And looky here, I'm handsome, ain't I?
Pretty as a picture.
Curly-headed, ain't I? And bow-legged from the saddle for God knows how long, ain't I?
Couldn't stop a pig in the road.
Well, what else does she want then? The damn she-mule.
I don't know, but I'm sure certain it ain't you. Who you taking to the box social tonight?
I ain't thought much about it.
Bet you come over to ask Lori.
What if I did?
You asking me too? I wear my fascinator.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, I thought you were somebody. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Is this all that's come a-calling and it's already 10 o'clock of a Saturday morning?
You knowed it was me before you came around the corner.
No such of a thing.
You heard my voice and knowed it was me.
I heard a voice a-talking rumbly along with that other. Oh, and I heard someone a-singing like a bullfrog in a pond.
You knowed it was me, so you're sitting there thinking of something mean to say. I'm a good man not to take you to the box social.
Well, if you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Besides, how'd you take me? Ain't got a new buggy with red wheels onto it, have you?
No, I ain't.
Or a spanking team with the rattles all a-jingling?
No.
Expect me ride behind old Dunn, I guess. You better ask that old Cummins girl you tucked such a shanty across the river.
If I was to ask you, there'd be a way to take you, Miss Lori Smarty.
Oh, there would?
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow white horses in the slickest gig you ever see. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with a fringe on have no other kind but silk.
Hasn't really got a team of Snow White horses.
One's like snow, the other's more like milk.
So you can tell them apart.
All the world will fly in a flurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with a fringe on top. When we hit that road, hell for leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather. Birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will hop. The wind will whistle as we rattle along. The cows will moo in the clover. The river will ripple out a whispered song and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever and it never stop in that shiny little Surrey with a fringe on the top?
You sure feel like a queen sitting up in that carriage.
Only she talked so mean to me a while back, and I'm a good man not to tell her.
It said it was going.
Ain't asked you.
Where'd you get such a rig at? Oh, I went and met it hard to rig over to Clara thinking I'd go with him.
So you know about it.
Spent all this money hard to rig, now I got no way to ride it.
Have to. Did not hire. Made the whole thing up out of my head.
What? Made it up?
Dashboard and all.
Oh, get off the place, you! And I'm gonna make him get himself out of here! Telling me lies!
Making up a few. Look at me. Making up a few purties ain't again no law that I know of. Don't you wish there was such a rig up? Then you could go to the play party and do a whole down till morning if you was a mind to. Then, when it was all wore out, I'd lift you onto that Surrey and jump up alongside of you. And we just point the horses home. I can just picture the whole thing. I can see the stars get blurry when we ride back home in the Surrey. Riding slowly home in the Surrey with a fringe on top. I can feel the day getting older, feel a sleepy head near my shoulder, nodding, drooping close to my shoulder till it falls. Purple up, the sun is swimming on the rim of a hill. The moon is taking a header, and just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, you bird, my baby's a-sleeping. Baby got a dream worth keeping. Oh, you team and just keep a-creeping at a slow clip, clop. Don't you hurry with the Surrey with a fringe on the top.
Only the rain was such a rig. You just said you made the whole thing up.
Well,
Why'd you come around here with all your stories and laughs, getting me all worked up that way? Talking about a sun swimming on a hill and all like it was so. Who would want to ride alongside you anyway?
Why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she acts that way, Curly? She's just aching for you, I bet.
Oh, I wouldn't even speak to him, let alone allow him to kiss me, the bragging, bow-legged, wish he had a sweetheart bum.
She likes you. Quite a lot.
If she liked me anymore, she'd sick the dogs onto me.
You get the wagon hitched up?
What wagon?
There's a crowd of folks coming from Bushy Head for the box social.
Curly said maybe you'd loan us your big wagon to grow him up from the station.
Of course I would. If he'd asked me.
We got to talking about a lot of other things. I'll go hitch up the horses now if you say it's all right.
See what we're growing you at, Ella?
Hi, Will.
Hi, Ella.
What happened at the fair? You do any good in the steer roping?
I did pretty good. I won it.
Good boy. Always knowed you would.
Ain't nobody can slick her up like our territory boys.
Can't stay but a minute, ain't Nell. Got to get over to Ada Wayne's. Don't you remember? Her pa promised if I ever was worth $50, I could have her.
$50? Is that what they give you for prize money?
That's what?
Lance, if Annie's pa keeps his promise, we'll be dancing at your wedding.
If he don't keep his promise, take her right from under his nose, and he won't get the present I'm wrong for him. Look, fellas, what I got for you, Lance Paul. Excuse us, Sam. Hold it up to your eye like this, and then when you get a good look, you turn around and top of the picture changes.
Well, I'll be excited.
They call it the Little Wanderer.
Silly girls. The hussy ought to be ashamed of herself. You too. Now, how do I turn this thing to see the other picture? Wait. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yo! I've a good mind to tell Annie on you.
Please don't air her. She wouldn't understand.
Ooh, no telling what you've been up to. Bet you carried on plenty in Kansas City.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it carrying on, but I sure did see some things I never seen before. I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday, I learned a thing or two. For up to then, I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buckets going by themselves. Almost every time I took a walk. And then I put my ear to a bell telephone, and a strange woman started in to talk.
What next?
Yeah, what?
What next? Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They're gonna buy as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building on a row. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat, with every kind of comfort. Every house is all complete. You can walk to rivers in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go.
Yes, sir, they
Gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They're gone about as far as they can go. They got a big theater they call a barbecue. For 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the guys was fat and pink and pretty, as round above as she was round below. I could tell that she was patted from her shoulder to her heel, but later in the second act when she began to pee, she proved that everything she had was absolutely real.
She went about as far as she can go.
Yes, sir, she went about as far as she can go.
What are you doing? This is the two-step. That's all it is nowadays. Waltz is through. Catch on? A 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 2. Of course they'll do it wrong. Come on, Annette. $2. Well, time to get going, boys. Thanks for loaning the wagon out, Ellen. Come on, Curly.
I'll catch up with you. Then Edward, I got to know something. Who's the low filthy sneak that Lori's got her cap set for?
You!
Never mind that. There must be a plenty of men trying to spark it, and she surely leads to one of them. Now don't she?
Well, there is that fine farmer, Jace Hutchins, just this side of Long Melon. Then, of course, that old widow man at Claremore. Makes out he's a doctor or a veterinarian.
That's what I thought. Hello, Judd.
Hello, Sid.
Then, of course, there's someone near home who's got her on his mind most of the time till he don't know a blow from a treasure machine.
Him?
Yeah, just right.
That bullet-colored growly man.
Now, don't you say nothing against him. He's the best hired hand I ever had. Just about runs the farm by himself. Well, two women couldn't do it. You ought to know that.
Well, he's around all the time, ain't he? He lives here.
Out of the smokehouse.
Chasing Bob cleaning the hen house, Sid. Leaving it till tomorrow. Gotta quit early, so I'm driving Lori over to the party.
You're driving Lori?
Ex-cousin.
Well, wouldn't that just make you go? Well, don't forget, Adam. You and me's got a date together, and if you make up a nice box of lunch, maybe I'll bid for it.
How we going, Curly? In that rig you made up? I'll ride a straddle with them lights and winking like lightning bugs.
That there ain't no made-up rig, you hear me? I harded over to Claremore.
Liz, you did?
Sure did. Purdy one too. But now I come a calling for you right after supper. See that you got your beauty spots fencing down to you, Parker, so you don't lose them off, you hear? That's the right smart turn now. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With eyes of glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. See you before tonight anyways, on the way back from the station. Ain't no finer rig, I'm thinking that here to swap for that shiny little Surrey with a fringe on the top.
Hey, Curly. Tell all the girls in Bushyhead to stop by here and freshen up. It's a long way to Skidmore's. That means we'll have a lot of company. Better pack your lunch hamper.
And Eller, don't go to Skidmore's with Curly tonight. If you do, I'll have to ride with Judd all alone.
That's the way you wanted it, ain't it?
No, I did it because Curly was so fresh. I'm afraid to tell Judd I won't go with him. He'll do something terrible. Makes me shiver every time he gets close to me. Ever go down to the smokehouse where he's at?
Plenty of times. Why?
Have you seen them pictures got tacked onto the wall?
Yeah, I see them. But don't you pay them no mind.
Something's wrong inside of me, Eller. I hook my door at night and I fasten my windows again. When Kenna and the sound of feet are walking up and down under the tree outside my room. Mornings he comes to his breakfast and looks at me from under his eyebrows like packing the brushes somewheres. I know what I'm talking about.
You crazy youngin', stop acting like a chicken with his head cut off.
You do so funny.
Now who you reckon that is drove up? Why, it's that old peddler. The one that sold me that egg beater.
He's got Ito Annie with him. Well, Parker's Ito Annie.
Old peddler, you know what he told me? Told me that egg beater beat up eggs and wring out dish rag and turn the ice cream freezer and I don't know what all.
Yoo-hoo, Ito Annie.
Hold your horses, peddler man. I want to talk to you.
Hi, Ella.
Hi yourself.
Hello, Lori. Hello. Well, Parker's back from Kansas City. He's looking for you.
Will Parker? I didn't count on him being back so soon.
I can see that. Been riding a piece.
The peddler man's gonna join me at the box social. I got up sort of a tasty lunch.
Ito Annie, have you talked up with this peddler man?
Oh, not yet.
But you're promised to Will Parker, ain't you?
Not what you might say promised. I just told the baby.
Well, don't you love Will no more?
Of course I do. There will never be nobody like Will.
And what about this peddler man?
There will never be nobody like him either.
Well, which one do you like the best?
Whichever one I'm with.
Oh, you are silly.
Now, Lori, you know they didn't nobody pay me no mind up to this year. Kind of about as scrawny and flat as a beanpole. Then I kind of rounded up a little. Lamar's active one to me.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong. I like it. I like it so much when a feller talks purr to me, I get all shaky from horn to hoof. Don't you?
Can't think what you're talking about.
Well, don't you feel kind of sorry for a fella when he looks like he wants to kiss you?
Well, you can't just go around kissing every man that asks you. Didn't anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, they told me. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know it's right home since I was 10. I heard a lot of stories and I reckon they are true. About how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a filler, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go. Just when I ought to say this. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his fist a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of wanna kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be pussy and quaint. I ain't the type that can faint. How could I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when the fella gets flirty and starts to talk dirty? What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries or roses or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's gonna like cream or die. What you gonna do when he talks that way? Spit in his eye. I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint a beau when he is paying a call. For a while I am refinable, and setting on the velvet takes a tea. Then I think of that old girl and do for him what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Soon as we sit on their laps, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no. I've been sorry for him.
I wouldn't feel sorry for no man, no matter what.
I sure am feeling sorry for poor Ellie Hacken now. Look at how I know I was cussing him out.
Ellie Hacker? That's his name?
Yeah, it's Persian.
You're sure for certain you love him better than you love Will?
I was sure. Now that old Will has come home, the first thing you know, he'll start talking pretty to me and changing my mom back.
But Will wants to marry you.
So does Ellie Hacken.
Did he ask you?
Not directly, but how I know is this morning, when he was riding in his buggy, that he wanted for me to drive like that with him to the end of the world. Well, if he only drove as far as Catoosie, that'd take us to sundown, wouldn't it? Then we'd have to go somewhere and be all night together. And being together all night means he wants a wedding, don't it?
Not to a peddler, it don't.
All right. If the egg beater don't work, I'll give you something just as good.
Just as good. It's gotta be 1,000 million times better.
My oh my, Miss Lori. Jippity crickets. Of how you have grown up. Last time I come here, you was tiny like a shrimp with freckles. Now look at you. A great big
beautiful lady.
Oh, quit abiding me. If you ain't had no breakfast, go eat yourself a green apple.
Now, Aunt Ella, just...
I ain't your Aunt Eller. Don't you call me Aunt Eller, you little wart. I'm mad at you.
Don't you gonna be mad at me? Didn't I say I'd bring you back a present? Something to wear.
Foot. Got things for to wear. Wouldn't have it. Well, what is it?
Real silk, made in Persia.
What I want with an old Persian garter?
Oh, they're awful party, Aunt Eller, with bows onto them and all.
I'll try 'em on.
Hold out your foot.
Did you have any idea I was gonna let you slide that garter up my lip? Hold on to my petticoat scullery.
Funny woman. Would be much worse if I tried to take your garters off.
Yeah, because that make a stockings fall down, wouldn't it?
Now give me the other one.
Oh, you want to buy this one to match?
What do you mean, do I want to buy it? Do you want me to get that egg beater and ram it down your windpipe?
All right. Don't anybody want to buy something? How about you, Miss Lord? Must be wanting something. Pretty young girl like you.
Me? Of course I want something. Want a shiny buckle made out of silver to fasten onto my shoes. Want a dress made of lace. Want perfume. Want to be pretty. Want to smell like a honeysuckle bag.
Give her a cake of soap.
Want things I've heard of and never had before. A retired buggy. A cut glass sugar bowl. Want things I can't tell you about. Not just things to look at and hold in your hands. Things to happen to you. Things so nice if they ever did happen to you. Oh, why your heart would quit beating. You'd fall down dead.
I got just the thing for you. Just the thing for you. The elixir of Egypt.
What's that?
It's a secret formula belonged to Pharaoh's daughter.
Smelling salts.
What a special kind of smelling salts. Read what it says on the label. Take a deep breath and you'll see everything clear. That's what Pharaoh's daughter used to do. Like when she had a hard problem to decide, like what dress she wants to wear to a party, or what prince she ought to marry, or to even cut off somebody's head. She would take a whiff of this.
Fiddlesticks.
I'll take a bottle of it, Mr. Peddler.
Precious stuff.
How much?
2 bits.
Throwing your money away.
Helps you decide what to do.
Now, don't you want me to show you some pretty doodads? You know, with lace on the bottom and ribbons running in and out.
You mean fancy draws?
Made in Paris.
I don't wear that kind myself, but I sure do like to look at them.
Yeah, it's all right. If you ain't going no place.
Bring your trappings inside. Maybe I can find you something to eat and drink.
Last one, why don't you?
Allie, me and Laura have been having an argument
About what, maybe?
about what you said that about driving me to the end of the world.
Oh, I don't really mean to the end of the world.
Then how far do you want to go?
Oh, about as far as, say, Claremont to the hotel.
What's at the hotel?
In front of the hotel is a veranda. Inside is a lobby. And upstairs, stairs make paradise.
I thought there was just bedrooms.
For you and me, baby, paradise.
You see, I knew I was right and Laura was wrong. You do want to marry me, don't you?
What did you say?
I said you do want to marry me, don't you? What did you say?
I did not say nothing. Whoa, Susanna! You who waiting? I'm back!
Oh, Foot, just when Low Will, Maxwell Parker, promised me you won't fight him.
What fight? I never saw the man before. Only fight with my friends.
Hey, Wayne. How's my honey bunch? How's the sweetest little bowl of sugar in the territory?
Will, this is Allie Hackham.
Hey, Hack. Don't mind the way I talk, it's alright. I'm gonna marry her.
Marry her? On purpose?
Well, sure.
No such a thing.
It's a wonderful thing to be married. I got a brother in Persia. Got 6 wives.
6 wives? All at once?
Well, sure. That's the way they do in them countries.
Not always. I got another brother in Persia. Only got 1 wife. He's a bachelor.
Look, Will,
Look, Will, nothing. Know what I got for first prize at the fair? $50.
Well, that's good. $50?
Catch on? Your pa promised I could marry her if I could get $50.
That's right, you did.
Know what I done with it? Spend it all on presents for you.
But if you spent it, you ain't got the cash.
What I got's worth more than the cash. Fellow who sold me this stuff told me.
But Will,
Stop saying but will. When do I get a little kiss? Oh, wait, honey. You ain't been off my mind since I left. All the time at the fairgrounds even, when I was chasing steers, I rope one under the hoofs and I pull him up sharp. And he land on his little rump. And then I think of you.
oh, don't start talking party.
Seen a lot of beautiful gals in Kansas City. Didn't give one a look.
How could you see him if you didn't give him a look?
I mean, it didn't look love when I hit on. Like I look at you.
Oh, Will, don't look like that. I can't bear it.
When you stop looking like this, too, give me a little kiss.
What's a little kiss?
Well, nothing. Listen, it comes from you.
Do talk party. No. No, I won't.
Supposing they say that your lips are like cherries, roses or berries, what you gonna do? Can't you feel my heart palpitating and a bumping, waiting for something else from you? I gotta get a kiss and it's gotta be quick, or I'll jump in a creek and die.
What's a girl to say when you talk that way?
Hey, Curly, better take the team down to the trough and get them some water.
Right away, anyway.
Can I come too? Just love to watch the way you handle horses.
That's about all I can handle, I guess.
Oh, I can't believe that, Curly. Not from what I heard about you.
Looks like Curly's took with that Cummins girl.
What do I care about that?
Come on, boys, let's get these campers out under the trees where it's cool.
Why,
I've got to marry Will.
Well, he's a fine fellow.
Oh, don't hide your feelings, Allie. I can't bear it. I'd rather have you come right out and say your heart has been busted in two.
Are you positive you got to marry Will?
Sure shooting.
And there's no chance for you to change your mind?
No chance.
Okay. My heart is busted in two.
Oh, you do make up pretty things to say.
That you, Annie?
Hello, Pa. What you been shooting?
Rappers. That true what I hear about Will Parker getting $50?
That's right, Pa. And he wants to hold you to your promise.
Too bad. Still in all, I can't go back on my word.
See, Allie Hackham?
I advise you to get that money off him before it's too late. Put it inside your stocking or inside your corset where he can't get at it. Or can he?
Well, Pa, he ain't exactly kept it. He spent it all in prisons.
See? What did I tell you? Now he can't have you. I said it had to be $50 cash.
But Mr. Carnes is not fair.
Who the hell are you?
This is Allie Hackham.
Well, shut your face or I'll fill your behind so full of buckshot you'll be walking like a duck for the rest of your life.
Allie, if I don't have to marry Will, maybe your heart don't have to be busted in two like you said.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Are you trying to make up my daughter to be a liar?
No, I'm just making it clear what a liar I am if he's telling the truth.
What else did you say?
Oh, an awful lot.
Where?
Last night in the moonlight,
Where?
alongside a haystack.
Listen, Mr. Carnes.
I'm listening. What else did you say?
He called me his Persian kitten.
Why'd you call her that?
I don't remember.
I do. He said I was like a Persian kitten because they was the ones with the soft brown tails.
That's enough. In this part of the country, that better be a proposal of marriage.
That's what I thought.
Is that what you think?
Listen, Mr. Carnes.
I'm listening.
I'm a peddler. A peddler travels up and down and all around, and you'd hardly ever see your daughter no more.
That'll be all right, son. Just take care of her. Take care of my little rosebud.
Oh, Pa, that's pretty. Are you sure for certain you can never let me go, Pa?
Just try to change my mind and see what happens.
Oh, Allie, ain't it wonderful? Pa making up our minds for us. And once he says you can have me, why, you got me.
I know I got you.
Mrs. Allie Hackham, the peddler's bride. Wait till I tell the girls.
Trapped, tricked, hoodwinked, ambushed. Friend, what's on your mind? Why you walk around and around with your hands holding high and your chin swinging the ground? 20 minutes ago, I am free like a breeze, free like a bird in the woodland wild, free like a gypsy, free like a child. I'm unattached. 20 minutes ago, I can do what I please, flick my cigar ashes on a rug, duck with a donut, drink from a jug. I'm a happy man. I'm minding my own business like I oughter. Ain't mean any harm to anyone. I'm talking to a certain farmer's daughter. And then I'm looking at muzzle of a gun. It's getting so you can't have any fun. Every daughter has a father with a gun. It's a scandal, it's an outrage. How a gal gets a husband today. If you make one mistake when the moon is bright, then they'll tie you to a contract so you'll make it every night. It's a scandal, it's an outrage. When her family surrounds USA.
one is mine. I'd like to blow away if you blew on them. I did blow one of mine and it broke up into a million pieces. Ain't she funny?
Gertie, better go inside and cool off.
Coming with me, girlie?
Not just yet.
Well, don't forget, when the auction starts tonight, mine's the biggest hamper. So that's the Cummins girl I hear so much talk of.
Well, you've seen her before, ain't you?
Yeah, but not since she got so old. Never did see anyone get so peaked looking in such a short time.
Yeah, she says she's only 18. I bet you she's 19.
So what do you have in your hamper?
It's just some old meat pies and apple jelly. Nothing like what Gertie Cummins has in her basket.
So, you really going to drive to the box social with that Judd fella?
Reckon so? Why?
Nothing. It's just that everybody seems to expect me to take you.
Well, maybe it's just as well you wait. We don't want people talking about us, do we?
You think people do talk about us?
Oh, you know how they are. Like a swarm of mud wasps. Always gotta be buzzing about something.
Well, what are they saying? That you're stuck on me.
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
I can't imagine how these ugly rumors started.
Me neither. Why do they think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist of a practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Who laughs at your jokes?
Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes must glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things.
Like what?
Give me my rose and my card. Sweetheart, there's a skeptic things. People say we're in love.
Some people claim that you are to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Granting your wish, I carved our initials on that tree. Just keep a slice of all the advice you give. So free, don't praise my charm too much. Don't look so vainly. Don't stand Think I'll go here to the smokehouse with Judd's at. See what's so elegant about it. Makes girls want to go to parties with him.
Curly!
What?
Nothing. Just sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes, nothing look like mine.
Dr. Paperback,
Oh, I know her. Yes, nearly.
like a hanky,
What do I want? No hanky.
you got a smudge on your cheek. It's under your eye.
Well, open it, can't you?
Howdy.
What do you want?
I done got through my business up here at the house. Started paying call. You got a gun, I see.
Going. Colt 45.
What do you do with it?
Shoot things.
Oh. That there pink picture. Now that's your naked woman, ain't it?
Your eyes don't lie to you.
Plum stark naked as a jaybird. No. No, she ain't. She got some thingamabobs tied onto her.
Shucks. That ain't a thing to teach what I got here. Look at the top one.
I go blind. That'll give me ideas, that would.
That's a thing, that is.
Yeah, that sure is a ding. It's a nice rope you got here. It would spin nice. You know Will Parker? He can sure spin a rope. It's a strong beam you got here. You could hang yourself on that, Judd.
I can what?
Hang yourself. It'd be as easy as falling off a log. Fact is, you stand on the log, or the chair, whichever you'd rather. Right about here, see? Put this here around your neck. Tie that good up there first, of course. And all you'd have to do would be to fall off the log, or the chair, whichever you'd rather fall off of. 5 minutes or less, you'd be dead as a doornail.
What do you mean by that?
Then folks would come to your funeral and sing sad songs.
Y'all?
Sure would. You never know how many people like you until you're dead. You'd probably be laid out in the park, all decked out in your best suit and your hair combed down slick, and a high starched collar.
Would there have any flowers? Do you think?
Sure would. And palms too, all around your coffin. Then folks would stand all around you. The men would bare their heads and the women would sniffle softly. Some would probably faint. The ones that took a shine to you when you was alive.
What woman took any shine to me?
Lots of women. Only they don't ever come right out and tell you how they feel, lest you die first.
I guess that's so.
Sure would sing loud though, when the singing started. Sing like the hearts would break. Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. I'll gather round his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold, but he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a feller have to die? he'd get up and he'd say, "Folks, we are gathered here to moan and groan over our brother Judd Fry, who hung himself up by a rope in the smoke house." Then there'd be weeping and wailing for some of those who knew. Then he'd say, "Judd Fry was the most misunderstood man in the territory. People used to think he was a mean, ugly fellow, but they called him a dirty skunk and an ordinary pig stealer. But the folks that really knowed him know that beneath the two dirty shirts he always wore, there beat a heart as big as all outdoors.
Big as all outdoors.
Judd Fry loved his fellow man.
He loved his fellow man.
He loved the birds of the forest and the beasts of the field. He loved the mice and the vermin in the barn, and he treated the rats like equals, which was right. He loved little children. He loved everybody and everything in the world, only he never let on, so nobody ever knew. Poor Judd is dead. Poor Judd Fry is dead. His friends will weep and wail for miles around. The daisies in the dell will give out a different smell, because poor Judd is underneath the ground.
Poor Judd is dead, God candlelights his head. He's laying in a coffin made of wood. And folks are feeling sad, 'cause they used to treat him bad. And now the old friend has gone for good.
Good. Poor Judd is dead. A candle lights his head. He's looking oh so pretty and so nice. He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep, but it's summer and we're running out of ice. Poor Judd. Poor Judd. Yes, sir. That's the way to be. Sure be an interesting funeral. Wouldn't like to miss it.
You wouldn't like to miss it, eh? Well, maybe you will. Maybe you'll go first.
Maybe. Let's see now. Where did you work at before you come here? Up by Cowpaw, wasn't it?
Years. And before that, over by Tulsa. Lousy it was to me. Both of them. Always making out they were better. Treating me like dirt.
And what'd you do? Get even?
Who said anything about getting even?
No one. That I recollect. It's just coming to my head.
If it ever comes to getting even, I know how to do it.
That?
Nah, the safer way's there to use brains. Remember that farm, Bartlett farm over by Sweetwater?
Sure do. About 5 years ago, terrible accident. Burnt up the mother and father and daughter.
That wasn't no accident. A fella told me that a hard hand was stuck on that Bartlett girl, found in the hayloft with another fella.
And it was him that burnt the place.
Took him weeks to get all the care seeds, buying it at different times. A fella told me like it happened down in Missouri, but I know too well it was that Bartlett farm. What a lie he was.
And a kind of a murderer, too, wasn't he? I need some air.
Say, you hadn't said what your business you had here. Got no cattle to sell, no cow ponies, and no crops done spoke for. There's only one thing this farm that you can want, and it better be not that.
But that's just what it is.
Better not be. Stay away from her, you hear?
You know, somebody ought to tell Lori what kind of a man you were. For that matter, somebody ought to tell you once about yourself.
You better get on down here, Curly.
Fella wouldn't feel very safe in here with you if he didn't know you. But I know you, Judd. In this country, there's two things you can do if you're a man. Live out of doors is one, and live in a hole is the other. I've sat by my horse in the fresh summer airs and heard a rattlesnake many a time. Rattle, rattle, rattle. He'd go, scared to death. Somebody's coming close to his hole. Somebody's going to step on him. Curl up and wait. As long as you live in the hole, you're scared. You got to have protection. You can have muscles up like arm and still be as weak as an empty bladder. Listen, you got things to barb your hide with. How do you get to be the way you wear anyway? Sitting up in here in this filthy hole and thinking the way you're thinking? Why don't you do something healthy once in a while, instead of staying shut up here or crawling and festering? Ah! You ought to feel better now. Bit hard on the roof, though. I wish you'd let me show you something. There's a knothole over there about as big as a dime. See it winking? I'd like to see if I can hit it. Bullet right through the knothole. Without touching. I knowed I could do it. And you saw it too, didn't you?
Was that a gunshot I heard?
Sounds like a gunshot to me, Uncle Howard.
Somebody's coming, I expect.
Who fired off the gun? Was that you, Curly? Don't stand there, you lummy. Answer when you're spoken to.
Well, I shot once.
What was you shooting at?
See that knothole over there?
I see lots of knotholes.
Well, it was one of them.
Well, ain't you a pair of purty nuts, a picking away at knotholes, scaring everybody to death, or to give you a good Dutch rub and iron some of the craziness out of you. It's all right, nobody hurt, just a pair of fools swapping noises.
Mind if I visit with you, gents? It's good to get away from the woman for a while. Now then, we're all by ourselves. I got a few pretty private knickknacks for you to show you, special for the men folks.
See you gentlemen later. I gotta get a cereal bar for tonight.
Art postcards?
Who you think taking in that, sir?
And Ellen. And Lori, if she'll come with me.
She won't.
Maybe she will.
She better not. She promised to go to beat, and she better not change her mind.
No, I want to show you these straight from Paris.
Don't want no things. Got any frog slippers?
You mean one of them long knives? What would you want with a thing like that?
I know. To kill a hog or a skunk. It all the same, ain't it? I'll tell you what I like better than the frog slipper. If you got one. Ever heard of this thing called the Little Wonder? It's a thing you see pictures. But that no is to it. Not quite. You see, it's got a little jigger onto it. And you touch it, out springs the sharp blade.
On a spring, eh?
Yes. Say the fella, look through this. And then, when it's not looking, snap out the blade, just above his chest, then BAM! There you come.
Oh, good joke to pull in a friend. I don't like to handle things like that. Well, I'd like to show you my new stock of postcards.
I don't want none of the things. I want myself a real woman.
A real woman? What would you want with a real woman? Why I'm having trouble right now? All unaccountable women. They always make trouble. And you say you want one? Why, look at you. You're a man that is free to come and go as you please. You got a cozy little place. Private. Nobody to bother you. Artistic pictures.
I'm tired of all these pictures of women.
They don't talk back to you.
I'm tired of all these pictures of women.
All right, so you're tired of them. So just throw them away and buy some new ones. When you get tired of a woman, what can you do? Nothing. You just keep getting tired and tireder.
I made up my mind.
All right, so you want the real woman, eh? Say, do you happen to know Ada Lange?
I don't want her.
I don't want her either, but I got her.
Don't want nothing, no petting. I want real things. Like, what am I doing shit up here? Like that fella says, crawling in the fashion. What am I doing in this lousy smokehouse? The floor creaks, the door squeaks, and a field mouse in it on a roof. And I sit by myself like a cobweb on a ship, by myself in a lonely room. But when there's a moon in my window, and it slants down a beam across my bed, then the shadow of a tree starts dancing on the wall, and a dream starts dancing in my head. And all the things that I wished for turned out like I want them to be. And I'm better than this smart Alex Cowhand, who thinks he's better than me. And the girl that I want ain't afraid of my arms, and her own soft arms keep me warm. And her long brown hair falls across my waist, just like the rain in a storm. The floor creaks, the door squeaks, and the mouse starts moving on a roof. And the sun flakes my eyes. It was all a pack of lies. I'm awake, lonely. I ain't gonna dream about her arms no more. I ain't gonna leave her alone. Going outside, give myself a ride. Give me a moment to call my
Into your house, a dark clubman.
Girls, could you go somewhere else and tell fortunes? I gotta be here by myself.
Look, she has those smelling salts the peddler tried to sell us.
They ain't smelling salts. They're gonna make up my mind for me. Look at me take a good whiff now.
That's the camphor.
Please, girls, go away. Hey, Lori, is it true you're letting Jed take you tonight instead of Carly? I'll tell you when I think things out more clear. Beginning to see things clear already. I can tell you what you want.
party.
supposed to know what girl goes with what hand. Of course, if your sweetheart has told you hers will be done up in a certain kind of way with a certain color ribbon, well, that ain't my fault. Now let's auction all the hampers on the other side and work our way around back. Follow me.
Oh, hello, kiddo.
Oh, it's you.
Seems like you and me on top of a little talk.
Well, we only got one thing to talk about. Well, Mr. Hector, it seems you got yourself engaged to Ada Annie. Well, nothing. I don't know what to call you. You ain't pretty enough for a skunk, you ain't skinny enough for a snake. You're too little to be a man and too big to be a mouse. I reckon you're a rat.
That's logical.
Answer me one question. Do you really love her? Well, because I thought you did, and I tie you up in this bag and I drop you in the river. Are you serious about her?
Yes, I'm serious.
And do you worship the ground she walks on like I do? You better say yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
The hell you do.
yes.
Would you spend every last cent you had for her? That's what I did. See this bag? Full of presents. Cost me $50. All the money I had in the world.
If you had that $50 cash,
I'd have Ada Annie, and you would lose her.
yes, I'd lose her. Let's see what you got in here. Might want to buy something.
What would you want with them?
I'm a peddler, ain't I? I buy and sell. Maybe pay you real cash. Maybe as much as, say, well, a lot. Ah, what a beautiful hot water bag. I'll pay you $8 for it.
$8? That wouldn't be honest. I only paid $3.50.
All right, I'll settle pay you $8 and I will. Say, that's a cracker jig.
Take your hands off that. That was for our wedding night.
You don't think so good. I'll pay you $22.
But that's...
All right, $22.50. Ah, what a beautiful ankle brace.
That was for her to wear.
I didn't hardly think it was for you. $15. Let's see. 8 and 22 makes 30. 50 makes 45. 50 cents makes 45.50.
$45.50. Say, that's almost... That's... Would you like to buy some more?
Mike,
Have you ever seen one of these?
what made you buy this? Got it in for somebody?
How do you mean? It's just funny pictures.
That's all you think it is? Huh, it's more than that. It's...
Where's everybody? Where's Aunt Eleanor?
On this side of the house, Lord.
Lord, where'd you run to?
How much you give me for this thing?
I don't like to handle things like this. I guess you don't really know what it really is.
Sure do. Just a girl in pink tights.
How do you two seen Lord?
On the other side of the house. Auction's going on there.
Hey, Judd, here's one of them things he was looking for. The Little Wonder.
How much?
$3.50.
A lot of money. But now I got nine, it might be worth it.
Okay, so $3.50 from him, $45.50 from you. That makes $50, don't it?
No, $1 short.
Darn it! Must have figured wrong. How much was this stuff in this bag?
$1.
Done. Now I got $50, ain't I? Know what that means? It means I'm gonna take Ada Annie back from you.
Oh, you wouldn't do such a thing as that to me.
Or wouldn't I? And when I tell her Papa I got most of the money out of her, maybe he'll change his mind about being smart and he's dumb.
Say, young fella, you certainly buncoed me.
Now here's the last two hampers. Who's there? I got no ID. Ooh, the little one's mine. The one next to the stories. Well, that's the end of that secret. Now what do I bid then for Ada Annie's hamper?
2 bits.
4.
What do you say, Slim? 6? What's the matter? Ain't nobody hungry no more? What about you, peddler man? 6 bits?
No.
Come on.
6 bits.
6 bits ain't nearly enough for a lunch like Ada Wendy can make. Let's hear $1. What about you, Mike? You won her last year.
That's right. Say 808. Still got that same sweet potato pie like last year?
You bet. Same old sweet potato pie. What do you say, Mike?
I say give me a 3-day belly.
Never mind that. Who bids $1?
Bid.
Mine's the last bit. I got it for 6 bits.
Bid $1.
90 cents.
90 cents. We're getting rich. Another desk for the schoolhouse. Do I hear more?
You hear $50.
Hey!
$50? Ain't nobody ever bid $50 for a lunch before. Nobody ever even bid 10.
He ain't got $50.
Oh, yes, I have. And if you're a man of honor, you gotta say that Ada Wendy belongs to me, like you said she would.
But where's your money?
Right here in my hand.
That ain't yours. You just bid it, didn't you? Just give it to the schoolhouse. Got to say the peddler still gets my daughter's head.
Now, wait a minute. That ain't fair.
Going for $50. Going.
$51.
You crazy?
No, wait a minute, wait. If I don't bid anymore, I get to keep my money, can't I?
Sure can.
Then I still got $50. This is mine.
You feeble-minded, low-down, yellow-belly.
Going for $51. And that means either way you'll get the prize, I guess.
And I get Ada Wendy.
What are you gonna get for your $51?
A 3-day belly ache.
Now, here's my niece's hamper. I took a peek inside a while ago, and I must say it looks mighty tasty. What do I hear, gents?
2 bits.
4 bits.
What do you say, Slim? 6?
I bid $1.
$1, that's more like it. Do I hear 2?
$1.25.
$2.
$2.50.
$3.
And 2 beats.
$3 and 4 bits.
$4.
And 2 beats.
$4 and 2 bits. Anybody gonna get the bid anymore?
4.5.
4.5. Going for 4.5. Going.
$4.75.
$4.75. Come on, gentlemen. The schoolhouse ain't built yet. Gotta get a nice chiggly.
$5.
$5. Going for $5.
And 2 beats.
Too rich for my blood. Can't afford no more.
Ain't nobody gonna bid anymore? Not for that cold duck and stuffing with that lemon meringue pie?
$6.
And 2 beats.
Now you're stubborn, Judd. Mr. Collins is a richer man than you, and I know he likes that custard with that raspberry syrup. Anybody gonna bid anymore?
No. Can't you see? You all dropped out.
Got enough, Aunt Eller. Let's get on.
Here's the money.
Hold on, you. I ain't said gone yet. I got a bid from Judd Fry for $6 and 2 bids. Going.
What'd you say was getting bored?
Judd Fry,
And for how much?
$6 and 2 bids.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite enough to you.
It's more than you got.
Got a saddle here. Cost me $30.
Can't be saddles. Gotta be caged.
$30 saddle must be worth something to somebody.
I'll give you 10.
Don't be a fool, boy. You can't earn a living without a saddle. Got cash?
Right in my pocket.
Don't let's waste time. How high you going?
Hire you. No matter what.
And then I'm bidding all this $10 I just got.
Going for $10. Going.
$10 and 2 beats.
Curly,
Most of you boys know my horse, don't you? She's an ass horse. Gentle. And well broke.
Don't sell dumb, Curly. It ain't worth it.
I'll give you 25.
I sell done to you. That makes the bid 35, Aunt Ella.
going for $35. Going.
Hold on. I ain't finished bidding yet. You just bid everything you got in the world, didn't you? can't be the clothes off your back because they ain't worth nothing. You can't be the gun because you need that. Yes, sir, you need that bad. So, and I'm just as reckless as cunning and plain. Just as good as getting what I want. Going to be everything I have in the world. All I saved up doing farm work for 2 years. All for Lord. Here it is. $42.31.
Anybody want to buy a gun? You, Joe? Bought a brand new last Thanksgiving. It's worth a lot.
Hurley, please don't sell your gun.
Give me 18 for it.
Sold. That makes the bid $53, Aunt. Anybody going any higher?
Go. What's the matter with you folks? Ain't nobody gonna cheer for nothing?
That's the idea. The farmer and the cattleman should be friends. You lost the bid, but the bid was fair. Come on, cowboy. Shake the farmer's hand.
Sure, I'll shake hands. No hard feelings, Curly.
That's better.
Say, Curly, I want to show you something. Excuse, Lord. Ever seen one of these things?
Just what is that?
Something special. You just put up your eye like this. See?
Curly, what are you doing?
Doing? Nothing much. What you want to squeal at a man like that for? Scared delivering lights out of a fella?
Well, then stop looking at those old French pictures and ask me for a dance. You bought me no party, didn't you?
All right then, you silly old woman. I'll dance with you. Dance you all over the meadow, you want.
Pick that badge into pieces, Sam.
Well, Annie, I got the $50 cash. Now you name the day.
August 15th.
Why August 15th?
That was the first day I was kissed.
Was it? I don't remember that.
You wasn't there.
Now looky here. We gotta have a serious talk. Now that you're engaged to me, you gotta stop having fun. I mean with other fellas. You'll have to be a little more standoffish when fellas offer you a buggy ride.
I'll give an invitation now to crawfish and dig myself a hole I can hide.
I hear that you were cooking up some capers when I was down by Kansas City Mall. I heard some things you couldn't print in papers from fellas who've been talking like they know.
But I only did the kind of things I sorta tell you I was stable as can be. For me, the stories about the way I lost my bluers, rumors I wanted 10% of quality.
The whole thing don't sound very good to me.
But you see,
I go and sell my last while those I call all shenanigans. I save my money, don't gamble or drink in the back room, Dan and Flanagan's. I gave up lots of other things that gentleman never mentions. But before I give up anymore, I wanna know your intentions. With me, it's all or nothing. Is it all or nothing with you? It can't be in between. It can't be now and then. No half and half romance will do. I'm a one-woman man, home loving type, all complete with slippers and pipe. Take me as I am or leave me be. If you won't give me, I'll give me nothing. And nothing's what you'll get from me.
not even something.
Nothing's what you'll get from me.
There can't be in between. There can't be now and then.
No half and half romance will do.
want to talk to you. Want me to slap that whip with your old lady and made it nearly run away. What was your hurry?
Afraid we'd be late for the party.
You didn't want to be with me by yourself. Not a minute more than you hated to.
I don't see what you're talking about. I'm with you by myself right now, ain't I?
You would have been if you could have got out of it. Mornings, you stay here all in your room all the time. Nights, you stay in front of me, but won't get out of sight. Last time I seen you outside was during the winter, 6 inches deep in the drifts, when I was sick. You brought me hot soup out in the smoke house. I hadn't shaved for 2 days. You asked me if I had a fever, and you put your hand on me to see.
I remember.
Do you? Bet you don't remember as much as me. I remember everything you ever done, every word you ever said. Can't think of nothing else. See? See how it is? Ain't finna touch you. I'm just a hard hand. Got dirt in my hands, pig slop. Ain't finna touch you. You're better. You're so much better. Yeah, we'll see who's better, Miss Lori. Nanny was so free when he wished me the heirs. You're such a fine lady.
Are you making threats to me? Are you standing there trying to tell me if I don't allow you to slobber over me like a hog? Are you going to do something about it? Why, you're nothing but a mangy hog, and somebody ought to shoot you. You think so much about being a hard head? I'll tell you something that'll rest your brain, Mr. Judge. You ain't a hard head for me no more, so you can just back up your guns and scoot. Oh, I got even better ideas than that. You ain't to come out to the place no more, you hear? I'll send your stuff any place you say. Don't use much that foot in the passage gate, or I'll take the dogs onto you!
Said you say. Can't help it. Can't never raise. Told you who it was. You wouldn't listen.
Who's that?
It's me, Lori. Hey, have you seen Ada Wayne? She's gone again.
Well, could you do something for me? Go and find Hurley and tell him I'm here. I gotta see Hurley real bad. I gotta see him.
Why don't you turn around then?
Hurley!
Well, you found yours. I gotta hunt for mine.
Now, what on earth is ailing the bell of Claremore? Great Lord.
Don't you leave me.
Great God Almighty.
Don't let me cry. I know it.
You cry your eyes out.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Here, I'll show you. You come away from me. That's about all a man can stand in public. Now, Lord, looky here. You stand over there right where you were, and I stand right over here. You tell me what you wanted of me.
Well, Judd was here, and he scared me. It's crazy, I tell you. I've never seen nobody like him. He talked crazy and he threatened me, so I fired him. I don't know what to do now. Don't tell him what he'll do.
You fired him. Well then, that's all there is to it. I'll stay on the place myself tonight if you're still worried about that hand dog, and I'll get you a new hard hand tomorrow. Now quit your worrying or I'll spank you. Hey, while I think of it, how about marrying me?
Gracious. What I want to marry you for.
Couldn't you maybe think of a reason why you married?
Can't think of a reason right now. Hardly.
Lord, please, man, marry me. I don't know what I'll do if you don't.
Well, Curly, why I'll marry you if you want me to.
You're the happiest man alive as soon as we're married. Oh, I got to learn to be a farmer, I see that. Quit thinking about throwing the rope and I'm getting my hands pushed a new way. Old things is changing right and left. Backbone machines, cut down the prairies, shoe your horses and drag the plows under the sod. They're gonna make a state out of this territory. They're gonna put it in the union. Country are changing, you gotta change with it. Bring up a pair of boards, new stock to keep up with the way things is going in this here crazy country. And now I got you to help me. I'm out to some of you. Oh, I remember the first time I ever seen you. It was at the fair. You was riding that gray filly of blue stars. And I says to someone, I says, who's that skinny little thing with a bang hanging down on her forehead?
Yeah, I remember that. And you were riding rocks that day.
That's right.
And one of them throwed you off.
That's... did not throw me.
Guess you jumped off then.
Sure, I jumped off. Hey, if there's anybody out in the yard that can hear my voice, I'd like for you to know that Lori Williams is my girl.
Really?
Ashley's went and got me to ask her to marry me.
We'll hear you all the way to Canterbury.
Let people say we're in love. Cares what happens now.
Your hands in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine.
Let people say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us. Let the stars beam from above. Who cares if they tell on us? Let people say we're in
I'll say goodbye, here, baby.
Can't you even say anything to Curly and Lori?
Time for the lonely gypsy to go back to the open road.
Wish I was coming with you. Then you'd not have to be so lonely.
Look, hey, Nolan. There is a man I know who loves you like nothing ever loved nobody.
Yes, Sally Hacker.
A man who will stick to you all your life. And that man is for you, Will Parker.
Oh, yeah. I like it a lot.
Of course you do. He is a fine fellow. Strong like an ox. Young, handsome.
I love him all right, I guess.
And you love his clear blue eyes of his. And when his mouth opens up and he smiles.
Do you love him too?
I love him because he will make my anal Annie happy. I will show you how to say goodbye in person.
That was goodbye.
There's a song back in my country, one goodbye was never enough. I'm glad you married such a wonderful man as this Will Parker.
Oh, Will! Sally Hacker was just saying goodbye.
Will, I just want to say goodbye to you too.
No, you don't. I just saw that last one.
You two were made for each other. Be good to her. And you be good to him. You don't mind? Friend of the family. I show you how to say goodbye in that country.
Did you say he was gone?
Yes. I wish it was me she was married instead of you.
Don't seem to make no difference, hardly.
Well, back to the open road, the lonely gypsy.
You're not gonna think of that old peddler anymore, are you?
Of course not. Never think of no one unless he's with me.
And I'm never gonna leave your side.
Even if you don't. Even if you never go on a way a trip or nothing, can't you just once in a while give me one of them Persian goodbyes?
Persian goodbye? Well, they ain't nothing compared to an Oklahoma hello.
Yeah.
Been scared. Scared all night at Judd Fried come up and start for Curly.
Why, Judd Fry's been out of territory for 3 weeks.
He's back. Seen him at Claremont last night. Drunk as a lord.
Let's have 3 cheers and a happy couples. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray! Say, Curly, was you scared when the preacher said that about, do you take this here woman? I was scared he wouldn't say it.
I was afraid Curly'd back out on me.
They couldn't pick a better time to start in life.
It ain't too early and it ain't too late. Starting as far with a brand new wife.
Soon be living in a brand new state.
Brand new state, gonna change the grade. Gonna give you barley, carrots and potatoes, mash up and carrots.
Spinach and tomatoes.
Flowers on the prairie near the jukebox soup.
Plenty of air and plenty of room. Plenty of room to swing around.
Plenty of and plenty of.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night, my honey lemon, I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yeah, oh yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oklahoma, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night, my honey lemon, every night we sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, oh, oh, and the land we belong to is grand. Give me you, give me you, give me you, give me you, give me you. And when we say, yeah, oh yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. And when we say, yeah, oh yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. Now there is Gotta get going,
You hurry and pack your own duds. You're lying all over my room.
Hey, Will you hitch the horses to the surrey for me?
Sure will. Have it up in a jiffy.
He's gone upstairs. Yeah.
What you gonna do, Pop? Give Curly and Lori a chivalry? I wish you wouldn't.
Oh, it's a good old custom. Never hurt anybody. You women just stay out of our way.
It ain't gonna be rough, is it?
Stop gabbing now.
Seems like there's times women ain't got no need for women.
Well, there's times women ain't got no need for men.
Yeah, but it wants to be dead. Thought she was in Bushy Head.
Just come from there.
Too bad you missed Laura's wedding.
Been having one of my own.
Who'd you marry?
Is that him?
That's him.
Are you happy?
Oh, kiddo.
Here to see my ring, girl.
How long you been married?
4 days. 4 days with that lass who turned like a golden wedding.
Well, if you married her, you must have wanted to.
Sure I wanted to. When I saw the moonlight shining on the barrel of her father's shotgun, I thought we'd better stay alive. No, I ain't so sure.
Allie ain't gonna travel around the country no more. I thought he should settle down in Bushy Head and run Papa's store.
Hey, Will, did you hear the news? Bertie married the peddler.
Might have had to hear that, peddler man. I think I'll kiss the bride. Friend of the family, remember? Hey, Gertie, have you ever had an Oklahoma hello? Hey, where you going? I'm gonna stop Ada Wayne from killing your wife.
Mind your own business.
They're making all that racket, you bunch of old pig stealers.
Come on down, Peaceable. Lori, Sugar. And you too, you curly-headed cowboy.
With the dimple on your chin.
Come on, fellas, let's get him down.
Hey, Lord, here's girl baby for you.
And here's the baby boy.
Here's twins. Wedding party's still going on. Glad it ain't too late. Got a present for the groom. But first, I want to kiss the bride. And here's my present for you.
Look at him. He fell on his own knife.
Roll him over, somebody. Don't touch him.
What's the matter?
Don't touch him. Turn him over. He's still breathing, ain't he? Yes, sir. How'd it happen?
What do we do? Ain't he all right?
Is he just stunned?
Get back, some of you. Let me look at it.
Early is he?
Don't say anything.
But it can't be that way.
I didn't go
It
to.
can't be like that. What happened to us?
Can't do a thing now. Best thing to do is get him to a doctor. But I don't know.
Here, some of you, carry him over to my rig. I'll drive him over to Dr. Tyler's.
Quick, I'm afraid it's too late.
I'm on it easy. Don't shake him.
Hold on to him. I've got to see if there's anything can be done for him. Take care of him.
Maybe it's best if you and Curly don't go away tonight.
I just don't see why this had to happen when everything was so fine.
Don't let your mind run on it.
I can't forget it, tell you. Never will.
That's all right, Lori, babe. If you can't forget, don't try to, honey. Oh, lots of things happen to folks. Sickness, or being poor, or hungry even. Old and a fear to die. That's the way it is, cradle to grave. But you can stand it. There's one way. You gotta be hard. You gotta be. You can't deserve this good and tender in life, less when you're tough.
I wish that was the way you are.
Fiddlesticks, crazy and old. You couldn't hire me to be the way I am.
Oh, what would I do without you? You're such a crazy.
Sure as you were born.
We're taking Judd over to Dave Tyler's for the morning.
Is he alive?
Lord, honey, Cordell will be here. He's a federal marshal. And he thinks I ought to give myself up. Tonight, he thinks.
Tonight?
Why did Trent leave Claremore in 20 minutes?
Best thing for Curly to do is go to the judge.
Why, you're the judge, ain't you, Andrew?
Yes, but
Tell him now, get it over with.
Wouldn't be proper. You have to do it in court.
Fiddlesticks, let's do it here and say we did it in court.
You can't do that. That's breaking the law.
Well, let's not break the law, let's just bend it a little.
Andrew, I got the protest.
oh, shut your trap. We can give the boy a fair trial without locking him up on his wedding night. Here's the long and short of it. First, I got to ask you, what's your plea? That means, why'd you do it?
Why, he's been pestering Lord, and I always said
Just
someday.
a minute, just a minute. Don't let your tongue wobble around in your mouth like that. Listen to my question. What happened tonight that made you do it?
Why, he come at me with a knife,
And you had to defend yourself, didn't you?
Well, yes. And furthermore.
Never mind the furthermores. The plea is self-defense. Quiet. Now, was there a witness who saw this happen last night?
Sergeant Simon the Frost ticket.
Laugh all you like.
Well, you will sure feel funny when I tell your wife you're carrying on with another woman, won't you?
I ain't carrying on with no one.
Well, you sure feel funny when I tell your wife you will.
Laugh all you like, but as a federal marshal.
Oh, shut up about being a marshal. We ain't gonna let you take this boy away on this wedding night. We ain't gonna let you. So shut up. Come on, let's pull up to the train and curly serve. And we'll be the horses.
Now hold on. I ain't even told the verdict yet.
Well, the verdict's not guilty, ain't it?
Of course, bud.
Tell him say it.
Not guilty! Court's adjourned.
Why, anyway, where have you been?
Will and me had a misunderstanding, but he explained it fine.